API management is essential in modern software development, especially with the rise of microservices and cloud-native architectures. Two key components in this ecosystem are the API Gateway and the API Manager. While they are related, they serve different purposes. An API gateway acts as a single entry point for clients to access multiple back-end services. It handles requests from clients and routes them to the appropriate service. Here are its primary functions. The API gateway directs incoming requests to the appropriate microservice based on the URL, HTTP method, or other criteria. It can convert between different protocols like HTTP to WebSocket to facilitate client-service communication, distributes incoming requests across multiple instances of a service, improving performance and reliability, provides authentication and authorization, ensuring that only valid users can access certain services, can implement security measures like rate limiting and IP whitelisting, tracks API usage and performance metrics which can be invaluable for troubleshooting and optimization, modifies responses from back-end services before sending them back to the client, allowing for consistent output formats. Clients have a single endpoint to communicate with multiple services, reducing complexity. Centralized security policies can be enforced at the gateway level. Load balancing and caching can improve overall application performance. An API Manager is a tool that provides a comprehensive solution for managing APIs throughout their lifecycle. It focuses on the creation, publishing, and monitoring of APIs. Here are its primary functions. Key features first. API design and development. Provides tools for designing APIs, often supporting OpenAPI specifications for standardization. Second, documentation. Automatically generates documentation for APIs, making it easier for developers to understand how to use them. Next, Publisher Portal, a platform where developers can publish their APIs and manage API versions. Then, Analytics and Monitoring offers insights into API usage, performance metrics, and error rates, helping organizations make data-driven decisions. Also, Access Control manages who can access which APIs, including user roles and permissions. Finally, Versioning supports version management to ensure backward compatibility and smooth transitions when APIs are updated. Benefits of API Manager Lifecycle Management provides tools for managing APIs from development through retirement. Developer Experience enhances the developer experience with easy access to documentation and support tools. Governance ensures compliance with organizational policies and standards. Differences between API Gateway and API Manager primary role. The API Gateway acts as a single entry point for requests, while the API Manager manages the entire API lifecycle. Focus. The API Gateway focuses on routing, load balancing, and security, whereas the API Manager is centered around design, documentation, and analytics. User base. The API Gateway is typically used by clients or external applications, whereas the API Manager is intended for developers and API providers. Core functionality. The API Gateway handles request routing and processing, while the API Manager is responsible for API publishing, monitoring, and analytics. Conclusion. Both the API Gateway and API Manager are crucial for effective API management in modern software architectures. The API Gateway streamlines client requests and ensures security and performance, while the API Manager focuses on the overall lifecycle, documentation, and governance of APIs. Together, they enable organizations to build, manage, and scale APIs efficiently, enhancing the developer experience and improving service delivery.